did you cope with the lockdown?
One way that we've been coping because is what we are finding ourselves. Is not the regular old way of life. A lot of things have changed. You know, we have seen this as a new culture that I feel everybody should embrace.
Okay.
You know, it's no more the regular, not business as usual. Like I always say, not business as usual. You know, so it's a new world, it's a new life, and I personally I do not see it as a problem, but I still see it as a problem because I wouldn't lie to you. My DM is full of so many requests every day, you know, so it's a major one for me because the less people actually try and bring out funds for me has increased, you know, from what we had before. So it's a major one. I wouldn't lie.
So what have you been?
But talk about my own life.
So what have you been?
talk about my own life. We've been fine. Everything has been going as planned, at least to a large extent.
Okay. So what have you been doing?
You say what?
What have you been doing? What have you been doing?
I've been doing a lot of stuff, you know. More digital jobs now than a remote job. Let me a remote job, you know, instead of all the time that we usually sit down before and add a lot of crowds and all that. So I've been doing a lot of jobs. I've been doing a lot of live streamings, a lot of how do I put it? More of IT jobs. You get more of IT jobs for a lot of people, you know, because now it's hard to just to get people come work and do all that stuff. So it's been all I've been doing, and it's been a serious headache. It's been a headache for me because I've been thinking every minute of my every day during this corona on how I can affect lives. You know, especially people who actually look up to me for one and for a reason or the other, for one or two things. You know, I've been trying to see how I can affect them. You know, so that they can actually learn or benefit something from it during this corona COVID holiday. Let me use that word. You know, so I've been trying to do that to myself. So it's not really been easy.
How do you think COVID-19? How do you think COVID-19 has affected entertainment industry?
It has affected in a positive way, and has also affected in a negative way.
Okay.
Negative. Let me talk about negative. No, let me talk about positive first. The positive part of it is the fact that a lot of people have been able to go back to their drawing board and understand the new life, the new world. People have gone to their drawing board, been able to understand that now you need to grow your online presence. You know, you need to grow your online fan base. You must have a lot of more time for a lot of them like that. So it has actually helped, you know, and some companies that have actually built their stores online business and all that have never been making real sales. Now they have made more sales, you know, people have been able to attend to their businesses left and right, you know, so people who do online stuff, they've made more money, you know, and the bad part of it is the fact that most artists that actually depend on every day, depend on on shows and special appearances and all that, all those fees to actually take care of themselves, that has actually affected them in a way too, you know, because I wouldn't lie to you. The ones that actually have some other businesses by the side and have a lot of savings by the side have been able to cope, but the rest that never have, maybe some small matter.
But in your own case, you've been very consistent. You've been improving on it. What explains?
Come again, sir.
In your own case, you've been doing the same over the years. Consistently. And you've done it so well.
Have I been able to keep up, or is that what you mean?
Yes.
If you ask me to say this is a particular thing I've been doing, I will probably be lying to you because I really don't know what special that is attached to my job, you know. But one thing I've realized is this: what you love to do, putting your time, your attention, your energy all into it, you know. So it has actually been part of me, and I have made sure that I do not flock. I do not break down in that point. So it's actually been part of me, you know. Like I said to people, what you want to do, what you love to do, face it squarely and make sure that's what you do. So I made sure that I actually do this like back to back. I'm sleeping, I'm doing it, I'm waking up, I'm doing it. So it's part of me, it's a lifestyle, you know. So it's like being a journalist too as well. It's a lifestyle, you know. Being a banker is a lifestyle, you know. It's not just what you choose. Different from the fact that a lot of people get into a lot of this stuff now because there's no job in country, people need money, this and that, you know. So that's another case. But trust me, personally, it's been about loving what I love. I've been doing. So it has actually helped me. And I kept learning. That's another part that actually kept me learning. And I don't look down on anybody. I don't feel like one sound is lower than any other sound. Like a particular time in my, like I think 2017, if I'm not making a mistake, I took my time, I traveled, I had some few movements, you know. I was able to sit down for a very long time and study East African sound, like the Kenya music, Tanzania music, you know. These are actually Africans too, you know. So I was able to sit down and study that kind of sound. So one way or the other has affected my sound too in a way, you know. So that's actually has kept me. So nothing extra, nothing extra. And lastly, one thing I always say a lot of people always throw behind is the fact that, like what I am doing right now, a lot of people have always thrown it behind and feel like there was no need for it. You don't need this. You know, being able to put your job outside there, being able to put your job close to the media, because they are the one that are able to push you out to the masses to know what you're actually doing fine. Like a lot of producers just do job and just leave the rest for the artists to push, you know. We have, over the years, we've tried to push ourselves too. So when I release a song today, when I do something today, I keep pushing it up and up, you know. So it's been part of what I've been doing for a long time. So trust me, it's the love for what I do, basically, that has kept me.
Okay. Tell us how you got into entertainment. How many years ago?
I'm going to say professionally, 19 years. I would say 19 years professionally. I started music from the high school. You know, I started music from the primary school. Let me use the primary school because it was where my parents actually put me. I grew up in a Christian home, so and I had the opportunity to learn one or two instruments from the church and all that. So I started playing from the church. You know, I grew the ideas and I loved playing music. You know, but I grew, I went to school, you know, and while I was in school, I was paying some bills, you know, that I couldn't walk up to my parents to ask. So I was paying some of those bills with this money I make from, you know, from music, you know. So I was doing that by the side, and I played in major clubs in Lagos, in Nigeria. I played in Sheraton in Abuja, the one in Lagos, a one-man band. I played in Pintos when it used to be in Allen Avenue. I played in Why Not and VI. I played in so many clubs, you know. So this actually molded my career, you know, from the live band thing, you know, to the church. From the church, I moved into the studio. My first production ever was one I did with a gospel artist. So like my production foundation started from the church. So that is it. But I can tell you, I've been doing music for professionally 19 years.
19 years.
Yeah.
So what's the state of the industry today?
The state of the industry. It's a major question. I want to slice it in the little way I can slice it, where I will be factual and I won't offend some few people, and I'm actually going to make the point. The state of the industry is sad. Sad. It's sad in a sense that, one, when we were actually when you say you're looking for number one, like the way you can call a whiskey A right now.
Yeah.
When we were 100A, there was so much love. Now the love is vanished. You know. Now at that time, when you see a talent, you want to invest in them, you want to help them, you want to take them up to the next level. But now it's no more. It's no more. You see. No, I won't classify them as journalists. I'll say OAPs. You know, I'll use that word OAPs. OAPs have destroyed the industry more than even more than the government has done. OAPs have destroyed this industry more than the federal government. Now, how did they do this? You see a young artist will come up to you and say, bro, or sis, please, I have a new artist I want to promote, or I want to help this artist. And you say, okay, let me hear the song. Those years, when you say, let me hear the song, and say, oh, wow, this song is good. Please, have you not given anybody? I'll be the first person I'll play this song on my radio. I'll play it on my show. You know, there's so much, this enthusiasm is so much in it. You get? But now, they don't even listen to your song anymore. Once you make an OAP like this, like, bro, Safan are waiting day now. They just want that money. Once you submit that money like this, bam, like this, the song air gets on. Once that song flies like this, it doesn't work again. So now, that's the reason why you find out that, with no disrespect to anybody, that's why you find out that most time in our industry is being run by fraud. When I mean fraud, either one boy is into Yahoo or one other thing. That's if you're not into Yahoo, you cannot succeed. That does Yahoo. If you don't have somebody doing Yahoo from that pushing you, you cannot succeed. So you don't have a talent. Talents are dying every day in the industry. You there? You get what I'm saying? So look at the time we started. Look at the time Olamide came up. You understand? When it was being managed by Tony Payne, there was so much love. Yeah. I saw some few days ago, if TV did a tribute or something about him, you know. And I saw myself in the video, like when he did his album launch. I can remember his first album launch somewhere in Koi on a Sunday. You know, I saw they did a recap for him. There was so much love. We came to support him. We were not giving invites. You get what I'm saying? There was so much love. Yeah. But now, you know, it doesn't work like that anymore. You know, I've told a lot of young OAPs, you know, I would not blame them at the point, and I'll still blame them. Most of our boss radio stations now are so broke, and they don't actually want to employ the talent anymore. So they look for one small boy that can speak on the radio. You put them on radio. The one that can say, you put them on TV. You know, and when they are not being paid the right way, most of them end up trying to screw money out from these artists. And you forget that this artist is the content you need to push your TV, to push your station, your radio, you know. So they kill more talent. That's why we hear more trash on the airwaves, more than listening to good songs. And that's why you see those songs just come up like this, pam, and it comes and it just goes, pam. I'm sorry to say, I want to use this guy for example, Mr. Real. Yeah. If you want to do a recap for Mr. Real, what song do you start from? You start from Legbegbe, you know, and I'm sorry to say, he's doing so many good songs right now, but it's the OT now that you have to do something very awkward, something so dirty or something, you know, off good music for it to be heard, you know, on that side. But trust me, like I said, OAP have done more damage than good in the industry, because trust me, they forget that they have this power. You are the one who owns this power. If you break any music, the whole world is going to listen to it. If you tell us this song is the best, people will believe that this song is the best. If you tell us this song, that artist needs to go back to the studio, people will believe that artist needs to go back to the studio. You get? So it's sad now, you know, that, you know, even with the level we have, thank God for knowing many CEOs like you. You know, we can walk up into your office and like I have this artist and like, you know, I walk into Masha's office and I walk into Tajiri Adepeto's office and say, like, bro, I have this artist I want to push and I need your support. You know, they look at it like, okay, so you've paid your dues. Okay, so we have to push this artist too. You understand? But you can't walk to the boys you employ. They'll finish you. They're like, we'll use it, but I'm like, okay, it's like that. I'm like, is there no avenue you guys can make money outside milking? And the people you are milking are the people who don't have money. Do you know the worst thing? The worst part of it is if a Whiskey drops a song today, Whiskey just puts it on his biograph. In less than 30 minutes, you're hearing the song on their radio stations. Whiskey doesn't even know some OAPs. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And yet you guys disrespect these young boys who actually come with their widow's might and beg you. So you are destroying that career one, and you're not helping the industry. So trust me, like I said to you, it's a wide, if I begin to break it into pieces, it's so much. You understand? It kills.